Hello everyone, today I bring a more personal video so you can get to know me. As you know, I am an industrial engineering student in Colombia. I study in the city of Cali. So let's start by the beginning. When my parents traveled to Cali in the last days of pregnancy. They were with relatives, and in November 2002, I was born in Cali. I am an only child, so that moment was very important for my parents. For work reasons, we weren't together during my first few months, so to speak. My father went to Nariño, and I stayed with my mom, some uncles, and some cousins in Cali. My father used to call us, visit us, and 2 months or so later, my mom made the decision to return to her town to be with my father. So I spent my first years in a small town in Nariño, um, eating guinea pig, potatoes, and the most delicious cookies I have ever tasted in my life. I went to kindergarten to be accepted into primary school. I didn't like it. From then on, I was a shy girl. I preferred to be at home. I had few friends, but I felt comfortable with my best friend, my cousin. In the years 2004 to 2008, we lived in the central area of the town. Our house was next to my maternal grandmother's house, so I saw my grandmother a lot. Before I was 7 years old, we left Nariño and moved to Cauca, another place, another climate, um, different people, far from my family. We live on a farm on the outskirts of Mocoa, on the other side of the Caqueta Bridge that separates Cauca from Putumayo. A year later, we moved to Cundinamarca. My parents worked in something completely different to agriculture. They were in a recycling company, and we lived there for almost a year. Then we returned to our farm and stayed there for a couple more years. Before entering high school, we moved to the closest town, that was Mocoa. I entered a large school. It covered an entire block. It was in front of the main church and on the other side of the governor's office. At that school, I made some friends, especially girls. I used to be a very dedicated student, and the school used to be very strict. So, for 10th grade, my best friend and I decided to change schools. Additionally, at that time, my parents changed jobs and went to Puerto Tejada. The last year of high school, I moved to Puerto Tejada, and I have lived in this town since 2019. In 2020, I entered Antonio Jose Camacho University Institution when I was approximately 17 years old, thanks to my boyfriend who presented me with the opportunity of the Generation E program. That is my story. I hope it has entertained you. So, goodbye.